When I was 12, my parents let me stay home alone for the first time. Just for a few hours. They were going to dinner about 20 minutes away. I begged them to let me stay home instead of going to my aunt's house. I wanted to prove I wasn't a little kid anymore. Before they left, my dad did the usual routine. Check the front door, back door, garage, windows. Don't open the door for anyone, he said. I won't, and call us if you hear anything weird. I will. I remember locking the door behind them and feeling proud, independent. The house felt different once their car pulled out of the driveway, bigger, quieter. I turned on the TV for background noise, ate chips, tried not to think about the dark windows reflecting the living room back at me. About an hour in, I went to the kitchen to get a drink. That's when I noticed the window above the sink was open, just a few inches. It was strange. My dad was obsessive about locking everything. I clearly remember him checking that window. I walked over and slid it shut, locked it. I even said out loud, "Probably just forgot." But I felt watched. I checked the backyard through the glass. Nothing there, just the fence and the trees. I went back to the living room. 10 minutes later, I heard a soft sound, a small metallic click from the kitchen. I froze. It happened again. Click. I walked slowly back towards the kitchen. The window above the sink was open again. Same amount, a few inches. Cold air drifting in. I just stood there staring at it, my brain trying to explain it away. Maybe the lock was loose. Maybe the frame was warped. I shut it again, harder this time, locked it, and this time I pulled the blinds down tight. Now I was scared. I called my mom. She laughed gently. "It's probably the pressure in the house, or you didn't lock it at all." "I did," I said. "You're fine. We'll be home soon." I didn't want to sound like a baby, so I said okay. I went back to the couch, but kept staring at the hallway leading to the kitchen, waiting. It stayed quiet, too quiet. Then I heard something I still think about. Not the window, not a click. Breathing, close, behind me. I spun around so fast I nearly fell off the couch. Nothing there. The living room was empty, TV still playing, front door still locked. My heart was pounding so loud I could hear it in my ears. I told myself I imagined it. Then I heard my name, soft, almost curious, from the kitchen. Not loud, not whispered dramatically, just spoken, like someone seeing me for the first time. I couldn't move. I stared at the dark hallway, and then I saw it. The blinds over the kitchen sink. They moved, just slightly, like someone had brushed against them from the inside of the house. Not from outside, from inside. Something in my brain snapped into focus. If the window kept opening, it wasn't someone trying to get in, it was someone already inside, testing it, seeing if I would notice, seeing if I was alone. I ran out the front door, barefoot, didn't even lock it behind me. I hid at the neighbor's house and called my parents, sobbing. When the police searched our house, they found nothing at first, until one officer opened the hall closet near the kitchen. Inside, pushed back behind the coats, was the attic access panel. It was slightly open, and the attic insulation was disturbed, like someone had been lying there, watching through the vent. There were faint impressions in the dust, and near the kitchen sink window, smudges on the inside of the glass. My parents never told me everything the police said, but after that night, my dad installed locks on the attic panel, cameras, an alarm system. We moved 6 months later. I don't stay at home alone anymore, and to this day, if I walk into a room and a window is open, I don't assume someone's trying to get in. I assume I interrupted something that was already there. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the next scary story.